Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Turkish Spotlight Secrets. Find a comfortable place to sit, pour yourself some coffee or tea, and let's spend the next several minutes exploring a story that reminds us admiration can be as powerful and as newsworthy as rivalry. In an entertainment ecosystem that sometimes feels driven by manufactured feuds, it is refreshing to witness one star openly and thoughtfully applaud the achievements of another. That's precisely what happened when acclaimed actor Murat Yıldırım recently offered an impromptu yet deeply sincere tribute to his longtime colleague Tuba Büyüküstün, actress whose work has resonated from Istanbul to São Paulo, from Dubai to Jakarta, carried by global streaming and the loyal diaspora who champion Turkish storytelling abroad. If you enjoy longer, people-first narratives rather than quick tabloid bites, please remember to like, subscribe, and if you'd like even more behind-the-scenes context, tap the join button below. Your support lets me invest time in research, phone interviews, and the careful crafting that turns a 3-sentence headline into an 8,000-character deep dive. Now, lights down, spotlight up, and let's rewind to the moment Murat's words echoed well beyond the rehearsal hall where he first uttered them. One context. Two careers that occasionally intertwine. Murat Yıldırım, with a resume that stretches from the cult classic Fırtına to the adrenaline-charged Ramo. Yıldırım has cultivated an on-screen presence equal parts gravitas and vulnerability. Casting directors praise his elastic empathy, the way he can inhabit a ruthless anti-hero one year, then pivot into a soulful romantic lead the next without sacrificing credibility. Tuba Büyüküstün. Since her breakout in Kembrim'd Galoya, Tuba has become a banner carrier for Turkish exports, headlining international festivals and serving as a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. Critics laud her restraint. Emotional storms flicker in the eyes before they reach the dialogue, drawing audiences into nuanced interior worlds. Though they have never led the same long-running series, the pair share a professional orbit. They attended the same conservatory workshops in their 20s, briefly overlapped in guest roles on ASI, and have, over the years, introduced one another to dialect coaches, stunt coordinators, and trusted cinematographers. Their respect has simmered mostly off-camera until now. To the moment of praise. Setting. 2 weeks ago, Murat was moderating a masterclass panel at a private filmmakers retreat in Bodrum. This session aimed to examine acting under high emotional stakes, drawing an audience of young actors and veteran producers. During the Q&A segment, a student asked which current performer embodies the balance of technical skill and ethical grounding Murat most admires. He paused, then said, "If you want an example of craft married to conscience, look at Tuba Büyüküstün. She takes every script back to its moral spine and never abandons it, no matter how bright the spotlight." The room hushed in that charged way true candor often commands. Murat continued, citing Tuba's commitment to refugee aid projects, her decision to negotiate childcare stipulations for crew members before signing contracts, and her habit of rewriting monologues at midnight so a character's emotional trajectory feels earned, not decorative. He concluded, "Tuba is a wonderful woman, professionally fearless, personally grounded. If I ever lose compass, she is one of the voices I replay." Journalists present captured the quote. Within hours, it headlined culture columns. But outside that soundbite lives a richer story. 3. Deconstructing the compliment. Why did a single line of praise resonate so widely? Scarcity of public affirmation. In an age when attention thrives on conflict, public homage feels rare and therefore precious. By elevating a peer without irony, Murat created a small cultural reset. Cross-gender allyship. The entertainment press often frames male-to-female praise through romantic speculation. Murat's comments sidestepped that trope, spotlighting craft and ethics, reminding audiences professional admiration need not carry subtext. Echo of industry values. Younger artists crave role models who prioritize humane sets and narrative integrity. Murat's testimony validated those aspirations, effectively saying, "Here is the standard, strive for it. For reactions across media, domestic press, entertainment anchors replayed the clip alongside montages of Tuba's past roles, emphasizing her humanitarian resume, field visits to Syrian refugee camps, tree planting drives near wildfire zones, scholarships she funds for low-income theater students, social media. The Turkish hashtag #Murat Tuba respect trended within hours. Fans created split-screen edits. Murat delivering the praise, cross-cut with scenes from Tuba's breakthrough. Performances evidence supporting his claims. International outlets. Latin American fan pages where Cara Para AGK still airs dubbed at prime time translated. Murat's remarks into Spanish and Portuguese, adding their own anecdotes. Remember when Tuba postponed a Paris shoot to speak at a children's hospital? That's the integrity he means. 5. A brief timeline of their professional crossroads. Year intersection. Impact. 2006 shared workshop at Istanbul Drama Center Foundation of Mutual Respect. 2010 guest roles on ASI First Near Miss. Collaboration. 2015 UNICEF Gala Panel on Children in Conflict Zones Joint Advocacy. First public photo together. 2019 rumored to co-lead a historical miniseries, each praised the other's script analysis techniques. 2024 Bodrum Masterclass, quote, sparks renewed media interest. 6. Under the surface, what their teams say. A lighting designer who has worked with both explains, on set they share one big rule. Nobody raises their voice unless it's above the line of dialogue. When Murat visited Tuba's Zetinakaki location last year, he spent 20 minutes discussing lens choices with the DP, then left without posting a single selfie. That's the vibe respect quietly exchanged. A second assistant director recalls Tuba attending an early cut screening of Ramo. She texted Murat detailed feedback at 4 a.m. not about performance flair, but about emotional continuity in a scene with minimal dialogue. He thanked her by rewriting the pickups to fix that continuity error. The second AD says. So his recent praise, it's repayment with interest. 7. The broader narrative. Admiration in the digital age. Public compliments often serve marketing. Film releases coincide with co-star flattery. Album drops pair with glowing mentions from collaborators. Murat's timing is different. No joint project to promote, no contract to hype. That absence of ulterior motive amplified authenticity, demonstrating a subtle point. Genuine respect can cut through cynicism if it feels divorced from transactional gain. 8. Where do they go from here? Executives already smell opportunity. An anthology series exploring intertwined. Ottoman-era love stories reportedly has offers on both desks, with dual lead penciled next to budget projections. Whether they accept remains unknown, but dreams of a Murataba screen reunion now have tangible fuel. Meanwhile, Murat finishes post-production on his festival film where he plays an ex-soldier turned beekeeper. Tuba prepares for an English-language indie shot, partly in Cappadocia. Insiders say they still share the occasional 2 a.m. script notes, survive purely on the oxygen of good dialogue. 9 takeaways for fans and creatives alike. Praise openly, specifically, and without condition. It costs nothing and can pivot an industry toward healthier norms. Mentorship need not be top-down. 2 established actors continue to refine each other's craft simply by exchanging unvarnished feedback. Integrity attracts integrity. Careers built on consistent values eventually intersect, often in the form of cross-applause. Silence also matters. Notice that Tuba responded not with a mutual soundbite, but by resharing Murat's words and adding a single line. Tuzakor ederim dostum. Sometimes echoing gratitude suffices. 10 closing thoughts. For every sensational headline about rivalries or breakups, there exist quieter moments where artists uplift each other's humanity above the noise of commerce. Murat Yıldırım's praise for Tuba Büyüküstün is one such moment. It reminds us admiration when spoken sincerely still resonates louder than gossip when audiences are willing to listen. Thank you for staying until the final paragraph. Which part of this story resonates with youth across gender allyship? The craft-based explanation of respect, or the way fans turned a compliment into a global celebration? Share your thoughts below. I read every single comment. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more stories that look behind the curtain of Turkish entertainment. Until next time, keep celebrating the people who inspire you, both on screen and off.